Good morning. I'm David Ferris, President and CEO of the Rocky Mountain Area Chamber of Commerce, and this is the mother of all historic days in Rocky Mount in a long, long time. In just a moment, Matt Cannon, who is a relative of the saintly late Lucille George of the Carolina Cafe fame, with the most remarkable thing you'll ever taste, her homemade peanut butter pie. But before we get on with that, I want to see a show of hands of all of you who have a relationship or who had a relationship with Lucille George, her blood relatives. Now I want to see the Lebanese hands go up. And I want to see those hands who have enjoyed in the past her meals, whether it was a hamburger steak or that sumptuous, Mayor's putting his hand up, pork tenderloin followed by a nice slice of peanut butter pie. That's great. For those of y'all who never had the opportunity, I really feel sorry for you, but I wouldn't trade places with you. Anyway, today we're here to celebrate something that makes sense for us to be here at Books and Beans. There's no other place that we felt like, the Cannons and the mayor and I felt like would be more appropriate setting, and with a family that understands legacy, understands Middle Eastern legacy, than to begin to offer and reintroduce Rocky Mount to her famous peanut butter pie. And Books and Beans, Brandon, ETAF are just amazing people, and we're so delighted that they've agreed to do this. Now, I want to turn this over to Matt to introduce his family. Where's his mother? Where'd she get it? She's over there hiding. No, you're more in the background. But anyway, Matt's going to introduce his family, but I got to ask you a question. We knew that when Lucille retired, I think you could get a nuclear code easier than that. She would not sell it. She was offered a lot of money several times to sell that recipe. She wouldn't do it, thankfully, because it'd be commercialized. But were you asleep? Did she whisper in your ear? Something had to happen. Whatever it is, Lucille, we thank you. But Matt, please introduce your family, and then the mayor has some remarks to make, and then we're going to cut a piece of pie.
Absolutely. Thank you, David. Thank you, everyone, for coming. I'm not nearly as good as David, so I have some notes here I'm going to have to read. So, my name is Matt Cannon, and it is an absolute honor and a privilege to be here with all of you today, along with my wife, Brandy, and our family. We are the owners of Miss George's Pies, and our mission is simple. We're here to preserve, protect, and celebrate the legacy of our dear Aunt Lucille George, or as many of you knew her as Mrs. George. Our hope is that this venture will bring positivity and nostalgia to the people of Rocky Mount. This is for Rocky Mount. We believe Rocky Mount is a great city because its people are great. And we want to be a small part of its strong economic resurgence. Now I know, like David said, all of you are probably thinking, I thought Miss George always said she'd take this recipe to her grave. I want to be very clear. This decision to do this was not easy. This is something we labored over for not days, not months, but years. We often asked ourselves, what would Aunt Lucille want us to do? On a very sad day in December 1987, right over there, about 2 miles, the Carolina Cafe closed its doors for the last time. Many in this community, people here today, thought it would be the last time you'd ever taste her famous peanut butter pie. So after years of deliberation and receiving the blessing of Miss George's daughter, Marie, which was very important to us, who lives in Florida, she gave us her blessing on this. My wife and I decided to bring this famous pie back to the people of Rocky Mount. We may be biased, but it is our belief that if Rocky Mount had a taste, that it would be Miss George's famous peanut butter pie. And if we could pick one icon of this great city, we think that Miss George would sit at the pinnacle. Brandy and I would like to thank a few special people who have made this possible. First, I'd like to personally thank my wife, Brandy, who is truly the brains behind this operation. There's no question. Without her, none of this would be possible, and I mean that. She made an undisclosed number of pies for today's event in an undisclosed top secret location. By the way, if anyone asks us a question about the recipe, its origin, or any other details, and we just smile and shrug, please know we're not being rude. We just take our aunt's legacy very serious, and we will protect it and the top secret recipe at all costs. Mayor Robertson, you've been a tremendous supporter. We appreciate it. We hope that this venture will contribute to your efforts to build up this great city. David Ferris, thank you for everything. You were one of Aunt Lucille's best customers. You've been a tremendous supporter.
Guilty as charged.
Yes, we thank you so much. When we first started this, we had 30 taste testers that helped us verify the product. So to those people, that had to be one of the hardest jobs in the world, I know. But thank you very much. The Pridgeon family, MH, Steve, and Tracy. For so many years, your family business, Pridgeon Tire, was connected to the Carolina Cafe in the same building. We hope this brings back for your family all the wonderful memories of those great years on Church Street. And thank you to ETAF and Brandon, owners of Books and Beans, for your partnership in this endeavor, for your support. Our partnership gives us access to their kitchen, as well as their beautiful coffee shop. Here at the Rocky Mount Mills is our very first retail location. We couldn't imagine a better place. After the ceremony, we will have slices of pie available for sale inside, and we hope all of you will get a slice when you take a bite. We hope you will feel the same nostalgia that we feel when we eat it. We literally could not imagine a better place than Books and Beans in the Rocky Mount Mills to offer this unique piece of Rocky Mount history. Last but not least, we'd like to thank all of you, everyone that came out today to support us, and for your support on our social media and our website. We'd also encourage you to visit our website, Mrs. George Pies, mrsgeorgepies.com, where you can link to our social media, read about the history and the legacy of Mrs. George, and also order one of her world-famous peanut butter pies, which can be picked up right here at Books and Beans. Just a quick note, we would appreciate it if you just order one slice. I know it's going to be hard. Just one slice your first time around. We want to make sure everyone enjoys a piece of history today. And then most likely we'll have some whole pies available. If you are interested in buying a whole pie, just give us your information. We'll write your name down, maybe your phone number, and if you want to hang around till it's over, we'll probably have those available. If not, we'll contact you later today. So without further ado, Mayor Robertson.
Thank you, sir. Wow, I'm just tell you the power of pie. I got 100 people sitting out here in 100-degree weather waiting for a slice of the pie. I feel like that's going to be a good success. I'm also reminded I picked the wrong day to try to diet, so it looks like my figure is going to be with me for at least another week or two. I'm proud to be part of this. I'm proud to see the entrepreneurship come alive. I'm proud to see Mrs. George's Pie come back to life. It's a very fond memory for me during my childhood and growth. And she closed my sophomore year in college. I wish it had been high school, but in college. And what a sad day. But to see it resurrected, at least in the form of the pie today, is outstanding. The growth, the entrepreneurship that has defined Rocky Mount through the years is continuing, and I know I'm almost done. He's clapping. Is outstanding. You see that alive today with Books and Beans, to see it with Mrs. George's Pie, the distribution. I'm grateful that you've done this, and I'm grateful for all of you to be here to support this, because it means a lot. for entrepreneurs to have the support of family, friends, and a community to make sure to know that they're successful. Because oftentimes, there's always that seed of doubt, right? Am I doing the right thing? You talked about it, 9-year process. Well, here we are. So let's try to make it successful for everybody involved, including the city of Rocky Mount. So with that, I'll turn it back over to Dave.
Thank you, Mayor. And thank you to the Cannon family and, of course, Lucille George's legacy. I do know this is a happy day in heaven for her to look down and see so many. It's been a long time since she passed away, a longer time since she last served her last morsel of food at Carolina Cafe. A lot of you weren't born when she closed. A lot of you've relocated here. A lot of you just didn't have the damn sense to show up at Carolina Cafe. I don't know who. But anyway, Matt made one mistake. The first slice of pie is for each of you is not for sale. It is a gift from the mayor and the Rocky Mount Area Chamber of Commerce. So enjoy it. This way you can't leave and say, I never had a piece. Thank you. You've enjoyed enough of the Lebanese heat. Please join us inside. Thank you.